Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are in St. Louis Park, of course. ParkTV 16 Sports bringing you non-conference volleyball featuring the St. Louis Park Orioles taking on the Minneapolis Washburn Millers. They come out of the City Conference. St. Louis Park, of course, in the Metro West. There are their respective records. The Orioles 13-11, the Millers 6-15. And these two squads have played each other twice before, each time St. Louis Park getting the better of Washburn. As we look at the Washburn starting lineups, I'm Robert Christensen. We're at St. Louis Park High School. Glad you're with us for what promises to be a very eventful evening. We're going to be honoring some sponsors between the first and second sets of the St. Louis Park Volleyball Booster Clubs. And also, we are honoring a cancer victim, I think on the coaching staff or somewhere or somehow associated with St. Louis Park Volleyball. As we look at Washburn being introduced here, we'll get to those starting lineups in a moment. But St. Louis Park all in pink, which we all know is the universal color to support cancer victims. And there they are in their pink. And here are the starting lineups for St. Louis Park. Number 12, Addison Chenvert, a junior. Number 15, Megan Knight. Number 16, Nora Volk. And Olivia Griefey. Oh, those were the backups, my mistake. Now the starters, Sophia Nagorski. That's number 3, Macy Alexander. Of course, we know her. Number 4, Jordan McMahon. Amara Schrader. Their set leader. Number 6, Grace Johnson. Number 10, Houston Samoy. She leads in 2 key stats I'll get to later in the broadcast. Number 13, Evelyn Barnett. This promises to be a great matchup. I assume there's a bit of a rivalry here. Minneapolis Washburn, located in the southwestern part of Minneapolis, bordering St. Louis Park. I have a feeling these girls know each other in a nice friendly wave, and let's have some great competition here. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Washburn in blue, they'll be on the left. St. Louis Park in pink. There is our broadcast desk. Nice to see everyone. Good crowd on hand, people waving. We've got all the camera angles you could ask for a volleyball match. We've got an end zone camera. We've got 2 cameras on the side. I'm here to describe the action. Glad again you're with us as we're about to begin. And it's not clear to me who won the serve. I don't know if they flip a coin. I've never really noticed. Washburn getting psyched up there with some high fives. Number 2 coming out, showing some great leadership skills for Washburn. Getting her teammates, that's Addison Fry. And also on the right side, you can see the head coach for St. Louis Park coming out, cheering, getting her team psyched up. And St. Louis Park is gonna receive. And back to serve, number 1, that's Meg Stenzel, just a freshman to start it off. Gets that one in, and back to receive it was number 6, Grace Johnson, unable to handle that. So right away, Washburn on the road gets a 1-point lead, and back to serve once again, Meg Stenzel. Flat, nice serve, deep. This time, Grace handles it well. Now, the spike attempt from Macy Alexander, not a lot on it, and a block by McMahon at the front. Ball still alive, and point will go to St. Louis Park, and they've got a great contingency of fans behind their bench. Some of the younger players on the younger league teams there to support the seniors. There they are, you can see them in the background. And also a great crowd on hand on the near side where we're located in our camera view. So 1 apiece here. First set just underway. best of 5. And back to serve, number 5 for St. Louis Park. That was Amara Schrader. And the point ends up for St. Louis Park. Schrader will serve again with a 2-1 lead. St. Louis Park has played against Washburn twice earlier this year and beaten them both times. And the spike attempt blocked by Macy Alexander. And the dink shot, spike attempt at the front row by number 8 for Washburn. That was Marie Peck. And just could not get the right angle. That ball didn't have enough height on it, I feel, to do a spike attempt. And now back to serve again for the Orioles. That is Amanda Schrader. She's got 2 in a row. They're up 3-1. Here comes Washburn with a great attempt. Number 6 with the spike attempt. Maggie McHugh. That ball sails on her out of bounds over that right corner. And another point for St. Louis Park. Or did they award the ball back to Washburn? And did I miss an infraction? I see that. So 3-2 our score. I didn't see what the infraction was. Now back to serve. That's number 12. Hannah Jones. Played by number 6, Grace Johnson. Back on Washburn's side. Spike kill shot attempt by number 7 goes long. And number 7 is Sage Berggren. Also a freshman, so a young team here by Washburn. They're down 4-2. Serve time for St. Louis Park goes to number 12. That is Addison Chenvert, Jr. And not a jump serve, deep front row. Washburn unable to handle it in the back row, and that's going to be a point for the Orioles. They go up 5-2. And I like the style of number 12, Addison Chenvert. I've played volleyball. If you don't jump, sometimes I would stay down and get a better trajectory. In other words, a flatter trajectory, which makes it harder to receive and do some damage on the return. Nice kill shot attempt from the back row, but what a great tip at the front row by number 8 for Washburn. Peck, and then there was a whistle, and the ball is going to be awarded to, I don't always perceive these infractions. That's against Washburn, so now 7-2. And back to serve for her 3rd consecutive point attempt. Number 12 doing well, Addison Chenvert gets it in. Kill shot, nice dive, save on the near side by number 13 for St. Louis Park, Evelyn Barnett. But the point is gonna go to Washburn, but they're still down 4. Early on here, set number 1, there's that replay. Great dive there to save or attempt to save it. Now, good serve by number 8 for Washburn. That was Peck, and a point to them makes it 7-4. They have a strong contingent of fans after that last point. Good end zone camera there. Cannot beat these views. Beautiful. More of that, please. And that ball just gets over the net. But it's going to be a point to St. Louis Park. They've now doubled their score. Now back to serve. Number 13, Evelyn Barnett, sophomore. And that sails long. Good decision in the back row by number 2. That was Addison Fry, and she had a good eye on that ball to let it go because it wasn't out by much. So point and back into serve, checking in. Number 9, that is Kaya Karkoska. Gets that in, received by number 10, Samoy. Samoy tries to go long, and she kind of let up on it, and that allowed that ball to sail out of bounds. So point to Washburn. We're at 9-5, and we got a whistle and a point now. They're going to give to St. Louis Park, and I have no idea why. And it's going to have to suffice. It's just an infraction, but there's number 6 with the ball. 9-5 our score. 6 is Grace Johnson. She gets to the back row. Set, great kill shot. Blocked at the net by number 2, Sophia Nargoski, the senior right here. Watch her go up and get, oh, actually, it was to her right. Number 5 got her hands on it. Amara Schrader, the sophomore. But make no mistake, her next door neighbor had an impact on that as well. So both of them, I think, should get credit for that block. And now a timeout on the court. 10-5 our score. 1 minute timeout. I didn't see who took it, but I'm going to assume it's Washburn. They're down 10-5. St. Louis Park off to a great start. They came in with a 13-11 record in the conference. They are at the bottom, 0-5, but a tough conference it is with the teams like Chaska, 5-0 in the conference, Chanhassen, Benilde, 3-2. All right, now following the 1 minute timeout. 10-5 our score. That's Grace Johnson, number 6. Trying to add to their lead here midway through game number 1. Best of 5 wins it. Johnson dives. The set, the kill shot, blocked out of bounds, and a beautiful play by the girls in pink. Really well played there. Watch this from the end zone camera. Look at that set, perfect, great timing. Block was late for Washburn. Point to St. Louis Park. They're up 6, their largest of game 1, and there's a great shot, and what great body control by number 8 for St. Louis Park. Stacy Spates, watch this. Right there, she went straight up, came straight down, no net violation. Showing great athleticism there for sure. Now another block at the net. St. Louis Park has to save it, and they're unable to, but not after a good run there. Great service run there for St. Louis Park, 12-6, matching their largest lead. Now checking in, number 6 for Washburn. That's Maggie McHugh. There she is, communicating with her teammates. They're down 6 in set number 1. Back to serve, number 4 for Washburn. That's Kate Stenzel, freshman. Handled easily, the dink shot by St. Louis Park. Now a chance for Washburn, the kill shot. And they tried to save it, and well executed by Washburn. They should feel good about that. That looked like their best point of the evening. As watch Maggie McHugh. She got the great one step, timed it perfectly. Look how she stayed there looking for the rebound. Not going all the way down, but staying up there. That takes a lot of strength and energy and discipline. Well played by Washburn. They are now down 5, but they're unable to handle that. Great kill shot from the back row by St. Louis Park. And look at the antics on the sideline. I'm watching now. We missed it there, but St. Louis Park bench, they've got a little theatrics there when they get a point. There was a little turnaround twirl. Have to keep an eye on that. 13-7 our score. They're up 6. Serving from the back row was number 10 for St. Louis Park, Houston Samoy, and she gains a point as St. Louis Park now finds themselves 11 from victory in game 1. And there was the kill shot blocked in front. Look at the dive by number 13 for St. Louis Park. Evelyn Barnett made that point happen. 7-point lead, largest of game 1. Now the set to the near side. Macy Alexander tipped at the front, off the ceiling. Now the spike attempt by number 6 for Washburn. Again, that's McHugh. Now Macy Alexander goes deep, well placed. Washburn handles it. Kill shot, back row, Grace Nelson. Now Macy Alexander gets it to go down. She took just enough off of it from the front row. That is pure talent instincts there. Well done right there, number 3. Watch her take a lot off this. Not that play, the next one. Let's see here. There's the kill attempt by number 2, Fry. Oh, we'll maybe come back to it, but great shot nevertheless. Now St. Louis Park up 8. Largest lead. They're 10 from the game, and now from the back row, number 6, Grace Johnson attempted that. Good attempt. Johnson, just a freshman herself. You can see the talent growing in her. It's great she's taking those attempts. Those are going to be going in more often than not as her career progresses here at St. Louis Park. I can already see the talent in her. All right, now here comes St. Louis Park up 7. 10 from game 1. Another nice save by number 13. Addison Chenvert in the point. Despite the diving, number 6 Maggie McHugh, here's that replay and the kill shot. And I don't know if that was intentional or not. You never know. You know, sometimes when instincts take over, you do things and you can't save, but that doesn't mean it's not intentional. Sometimes you just feel it and you let it happen, and things happen for a reason. But what a great kill shot there by Washburn. No, that went out of bounds. Right here, look at this end zone camera view. You can't beat it. Oh, that was close. Great camera angle. That alone is worth watching, those great camera angles. All right, St. Louis Park, Johnson to the near side, Macy Alexander has to play defense. Kill shot out of bounds, point to Washburn. As they draw within 9, but they're running out of time here in game 1. They're down 17-9, which means St. Louis Park is only 8 from taking game 1. Chenvert, number 13, now back to serve for Washburn. That's number 1, Meg Stenzel, the freshman. Trying to get on a roll here to get back in this one in game 1, and she starts out well. If they're gonna make a move, Washburn, they've gotta do it now. And a great start by Meg Stenzel. Down 7. Got to get back in this. They've got to reel off several, if not all 7, to tie it up. Macy Alexander helps that cause out. She was at a tough angle and a little deep. Couldn't get that top spin heat to get that ball to bend down. Here's our end zone camera once again. It's the best, Meg Stenzel. Cuts it to 6. Alexander this time takes it easy. Now back over, diving. Well placed by Washburn. St. Louis Park miraculously gets it back. Now they got a chance. The set, the skill shot, and it works. That is deadly. Number 5 is so good at setting. Amara Schrader set that up to McMahon. Jordan McMahon, the senior. We've seen her on the basketball team over the last several years, dominating at that front row. 18-11, and that ball goes deep. Washburn now down 8 once again. St. Louis Park 6 from the victory. Stay tuned, we got an announcement to bring in between the first and second sets. Stay with us at the end of this set. St. Louis Park now closing in on the win, 20-11. We got a timeout by Washburn. They're down 9, their largest deficit of the night in game 1. St. Louis Park in cruise control. And again, we are seeing St. Louis Park in these special pink jerseys. And Paul, I don't know, what is the real story with, there's someone connected with the program that is battling cancer, and obviously that's just a horrific, painful disease. So I don't know if it's an assistant coach or a parent. Assistant coach, so we wish her or him well. All right, now timeout over with. 20-11 our score. Game 1, best of 5, non-conference volleyball. St. Louis Park 13-11, Washburn 6-15. And the kill attempt, nice save again by Chenvert. Chance for Washburn with a good set here. And they do get the good set, but it sails with a touch at the front row. It's out. Point to St. Louis Park. They're up 10, their largest lead. They're 4 points from the victory in game 1. Number 5, Amara Schrader. She leads in several statistics for St. Louis Park as we watch Washburn. Nice block by Macy Alexander and Jordan McMahon. Waiting to see where the point, but the point nevertheless, because it went out of bounds, it was too good of a block, wasn't it? So that sailed out of bounds on the block attempt. Nevertheless, 9-point lead. Serve now by number 12 for Washburn's Hannah Jones, and that sails long. Wasted opportunity for Washburn. They go back down 10. St. Louis Park inches closer to game number 1. They're down 3. Now into serve is number 12, Addison Chenvert. She reeled off 3 or 4 her first time through. She's got a chance to close it out, but great set, and that ball was well hit by number 7, Saga Berggren. Just went long. She's got talent right there, number 7, just missed. Now 23-12. Chenvert hits the net, that counts. And look at the players on the bench, there they are, they've got antics. They do twirlies, they do pirouettes, and they hit the deck. Love the spirit. Game point. Oh, great set, the block! And out of bounds. Well played by Washburn. You know, that just goes to tell you, when you get a great set, look at the intensity of number 8, Marie Peck for Washburn. That's what I love about high school sports. Even though she's down by 9 or 11, the intensity and the competition is great. But there's St. Louis Park with the kill shot and the win. So after 1, our score 25-13, but stay tuned, because we have a special announcement from the St. Louis Park Volleyball Booster Club. I don't know, we're gonna have a presentation, Paul, or... All right, so the St. Louis Park Volleyball Booster Club would like you to know that they would like to thank their diamond level sponsors who have donated $500 to $1,000, and to let them know how much they appreciate their support of Oriole Volleyball. And those patrons and sponsors are Kula Bar. I've never heard of it, but I like the name. Park Tavern, I've been there. Return to Play Therapy, the Retreat Strength Gym, like that. Bliss Arcade, and Knudsen Construction. So St. Louis Park Volleyball Booster Club takes their hats off to those sponsors that have written checks to support Orioles volleyball, and it's paying off tonight. They've got a 1-game win in their best of 5. They won 25-13. Thank you to those diamond level sponsors. And we'll take a break. Come on back for game number 2.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are about to begin game number 2 of this best of 5 non-conference volleyball. High school, St. Louis Park, Minneapolis Washburn. We're on location in St. Louis Park. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. My name is Robert Christensen. If you're just joining us, St. Louis Park won match number 1 decisively. What was it, 25-13, I believe. And now we're here in game number 2, and right away, St. Louis Park, number 5, Amara Schrader, already has a 1-point lead. She just served her second one. And now the kill shot off McMahon, and that's going to be a point for Washburn. They tie it up. Both these teams have met twice prior. St. Louis Park won both times. They were best of 3, like tournament type setups. There we are. Hey, nope, that way. All right, back to receive, and McMahon just got a nut on it. And look at the strength of McMahon. I thought she may have mistimed her jump just enough, but she still was able to stay suspended. Right here, what do you think? No, I think she timed it perfectly, actually. Well done. It got blocked in front, but well done by McMahon. 2-1 St. Louis Park. Nice set, the dink shot. Beautiful save again by Addison Chenvert. And the point point will go to Washburn, and they've tied it up, so they are providing a lot more resistance. There's our end zone camera checking in for Washburn, number 7, Sage Bengren. And now back to serve, number 13, that is Bryn Winter. And that ball is a missed serve, so a point to Park. And we're tied at 2 in game number 2. Back to serve, Addison Chenvert, excuse me. And off her back foot, number 6, tried to make that work, Maggie McHugh, but just bad footwork there. Looking at some of the home crowd here, St. Louis Park standing. Oh yeah, we've got a great influx of more fans here. Great to see St. Louis Park out supporting their teams. They look like a bunch of football players that are in here to support their volleyball team. I'll bet that's who they are. Just finishing practice. They had a tough game the other night, but played well despite the loss in their homecoming. We were there bringing it to you live and YouTube, just like tonight. We're tied 3-3 now, St. Louis Park. They've beaten them twice, so they can't get complacent. They've got to keep up the intensity. Washburn can play a little bit, and now they showed a point there. As they draw even at 4 apiece. It's only game 2. There's 5 they gotta get the best of. And now back to serve, number 8 is Marie Peck, the sophomore. Tied at 4. Washburn putting a lot more resistance. Great serve, tough handle by St. Louis Park, and they paid the price. As number 10 for St. Louis Park, Houston Samoy, she didn't handle that very well. Gave it right back to him. And now Washburn with their first lead of the second game and their first lead of the night, actually. And look at that intensity there by number 8. That's no joke. Marie Peck wants to win. There is the kill shot, and that sails long by number 10, Samoy. And now Washburn with a 2-point lead here in game number 2. Samoy leads with 160 kill shots for St. Louis Park. Amara Schrader leads with 434 assists. And now St. Louis Park gets that point to go, is diving for it, but to no avail was Meg Stenzel, so point for St. Louis Park. They stopped the bleeding. Now checking in is Grace Johnson to serve, the freshman phenom. Yeah, she's really good. That serve was incredible. I don't know if you can see how that thing just dove right over the net, the English on it. Let's see, right there. I mean, you could see the tail end of it. That is big time serving. Watch that. Just it does. Yeah, she's still learning her range, but there's some talent there in Grace Johnson. Okay, she gets St. Louis Park back within 1. Just a freshman out there. She's going to be fun to watch over the next several years. Okay, now Washburn back to serve, number 14. Don't have a number for her, a name for her, unfortunately. And that's a violation at the net by St. Louis Park. They're down. Oh no, they gave the point to Park. The violation was against Washburn. So now we're tied at 7. Back to serve, number 10 for St. Louis Park, Houston Samoy. She leads with 160 kills. Macy Alexander has a kill right there, and that was a perfect set, probably from Schrader. I was looking away just briefly until I saw. And yep, Amara Schrader, beautiful set. That does not happen without the set, but also great talent on display by Macy Alexander. Back row, defensive play by Washburn. Now a chance. Grace Johnson. Oh no, that was number 2, excuse me, Nargoski, the senior. Washburn keeps it alive, now a chance. Chenvert comes up. Macy Alexander goes and places it perfectly. She had her head up and she saw the soft spot deep in the corner. Look at that smile by Macy Alexander. Beautiful shot. Watch this. Yeah, she felt it. So much instinct goes into this. 9-7 now, St. Louis Park. After a little bit of a scare there, they've opened up a 2-point lead of their own, their largest of game 2. Set, spike, nice save by number 14, I don't have her name. Another great save by Washburn. They showed some character here, and they get that point. They worked hard for it. Well done by Washburn Millers. Right there, that saved it. That was an almost sure 1 point, and number 14 for Washburn. You know how she got low? She had great balance, and she just handled it. And we got a stoppage, and the referee is addressing a member of the crowd. Well, the kid looks like Tom Brady, doesn't he? Kinda. I don't know, he's getting the boot. Never seen that before in a high school match of any sport, but there he goes. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say about that. Didn't look too serious to me, but nevertheless, he got the heave ho. Macy Alexander, that's what she thinks of that. That is the most powerful kill she had. Look at that. I don't know what that mimic was. It looked like a machine gun. Look at this. Bang. Look at her arm come back, and she let it go. The whip action on that. 10-8 St. Louis Park, and look at the kill shot and the save, even more brilliant by St. Louis Park. By her right there, number 2, Nagorski. That to me was most impressive, and the Millers are gonna end up with that point. And what a well-played point, but Nagorski absorbed that powerful kill shot and got it right back over the net without it hitting the ceiling. But the point goes to the Millers. They're only down 1, and we've got a contest here in game 2. St. Louis Park up 1-0 in the best of 5. Macy Alexander plays defense. Chance for the Millers to tie it up. Beautiful save in the back row by number 7, Claire Bagniff for St. Louis Park. Ball still alive, and the dink shot by Alexander goes out of bounds, and the Millers have tied it up at 10. They are believing in themselves, and here is that block. McMahon, Schrader, back to McMahon, the block. Back live action, McMahon blocked at the net. Millers starting to play better here, and that dive attempt goes to no avail by Hannah Jones. Wow, great volleyball action on display, 11-10. Great crowd on hand. One kid already kicked out. The drama here. If you're just joining us, don't go away. Great entertainment. Now back to serve. That's number 5, Amara Schrader. There is the rabid hometown student section, and Schrader unable to convert on that, an unforced error. Park maintains just a 1-point lead as we're at about the halfway mark at game 2. You can see SLP leads 1-0 in the best of 5. Checking in there was number 6, Maggie McHugh. And that serve gets down, misjudged in the back row by St. Louis Park's number 7, Claire Bagney. And we're tied at 12 here. Back to serve once again. Meg Stenzel for the Millers. McMahon, and back to the back row. Well done by St. Louis Park, though, but chance for the Millers. Goes deep. This time it's handled well by Bagney and Macy Alexander. That set was a little bit in front of her. She tried to catch up to it, but wasn't able to get the angle that would work, and it goes into the net, and there is a point, and that's why you see smiles as the Millers now have a 1-point lead, and that is number 1 to serve again. Oh, and that goes off the head of number 11, Shaq. And that's gonna count. As you can see the crowd, there they are. And Alexander will take, yeah, she's like, that went off the head. And it did, but it counts. Tied at 13. St. Louis Park gets that point miraculously, and now back to serve. Number 12, Addison Chenvert. Exactly halfway through here, game number 2. Millers go deep off the back ceiling, and it is a low ceiling here. I know they renovated it. I wonder if there's any way to take that false, it looks like a false ceiling. I doubt it. There's some I-beams. This is an older facility. It's got to be 50 years old, at least, maybe 60. All right, back to serve. Number 13, Bryn Winter, and the kill shot. Forget about it. Number 10, Houston Samoy. And that was in the wheelhouse, as they say. Watch this. This is Wheelhouse City. Bang. 14 apiece. Now 15-14. Park back to serve again. Great contest here in game 2. Everyone thoroughly enjoying it. Great atmosphere, competition. Sets, kill shot, blocked at the net, and it gets down. Well done by number 6, Maggie McHugh. She's a star for the Millers right there. Tied at 15. You know, the Millers have lost to St. Louis Park. They did lose 2-1 in a best of 3. So they've taken 1 game off of them. Otherwise, they lost 2-0. Must have been tournament, because usually tournaments, they only play best of 3. This is best of 5, and that's a great shot by number 10, Houston Samoy. Or was that Chenvert? Let's see. Was I right here, or Paul? Let's see. Nope, that's number 10. And she took something off of it, didn't she? See, she could see the soft spot in the middle. You have to give her that credit. She felt it. She delivered that ball right where it needed to be. 16-15 St. Louis Park. Deep row. Well done from the back by number 13 for the Millers. And that's going to result in a point. And that started with Bryn Winter, number 13. And she ties it up. There she is right there. That was a brilliant shot. Now checking in to serve. Number 14 is Dora Naughton, the senior. I think before I said I didn't have her number, but I was wrong. I think I have it. There it is. Back row, well done by number 2, Nagorski for St. Louis Park. There's the kill shot, and it finds the open hole. It was unprotected by St. Louis Park. The Millers now inch ahead, 17-16, and they've got to be gaining confidence here. Great kill shot. She went right over the right shoulder of number 6, Grace Johnson. I don't know if she could have done anything about it. It was really well hit. It was at shoulder length. That was hard to handle. 17-16 now. Kill shot, great set. Chenvert, no one there to save it. Amara Schrader shows her frustration. Millers up by 2, their largest lead of not only this game, they didn't have a lead in game 1, and that causes a timeout by St. Louis Park, and a well-chosen one. And there is their coach. I don't have her name. You know, they don't do paper programs at St. Louis Park anymore, but that'll give us a chance to look at their upcoming schedule. It's just a handful of games, not even, just a few. Well, there's Washburn. Then they have Jefferson and Chaska, 2 Metro West Conference games. And St. Louis Park has not won any conference games despite their winning record overall, 13-11. They've played several tournaments, and they show a lot of wins there, but none of them are against conference teams or foes like Jefferson or Chaska. But they have a good record at 13-11. They're playing well tonight, but they're getting challenged here. And this is the 3rd time they faced the Millers, and I think that's always a negative, because at some point they're going to find a way to beat you. And look at that serve by Dora Naughton. She took something off that. It's like an off-speed pitch. That's talent. Now a 3-point lead. Washburn, 6 points from the victory in game 2. Deep, and a whistle, and the point goes to the Millers. I don't know what the infraction was, and there is a protest coming from number 5, Amara Schrader. And I don't know if she's got a case or not. It's bringing some groans. Let's see here. What could it be? Oh, was it off the forearm? I'm looking at the referee. And now the whistle. I mean, I don't know what the connection is. I'm still at a loss. I think St. Louis Park's at a loss. And all that, look at that. That is a look of, oh my, are you kidding me? I don't know. This referee had a beef with a kid in the audience. I can't imagine what that was to force his, I don't know. I didn't see it. And then I thought this call was late by this official. There's a I don't know what I should be saying here. That feels like a power play, doesn't it? But you know, that delay played in St. Louis Park's favor, and now they need to use this to ignite their passion and get this thing taken care of. (19-17) Miller's lead. St. Louis Park needs to make it happen right now, I feel. That's number 10, Samoy, and she couldn't handle that. Point to the Millers. They're now 5 from the victory in game 2. Park down 3. Not a lot of room for error here in game number 2. And there is some side drama with the far referee over there. I have no idea. There's our end zone camera. Look at number 4 pounding that ball. She is serious, as she should be. Kate Stenzel. Macy Alexander, well done. She didn't go for too much. Chenvert. Samara to Macy Alexander. What a block at the front by Washburn. Samara's got to play defense. Here comes Washburn trying to get it in. Macy Alexander at the front row, I believe, got that. Together with number 2, Nagorski stops the bleeding, maybe just in the nick of time. Here it is, the block at the net. Bang. Yeah, that was Nagorski. And now ensuing serve. Look at the bench there. Unbelievable. Look at the somersault by the kid in the end zone. St. Louis Park trying to tie it up here. Down 9-1 at 19-20. They can feel the tension here. Macy Alexander lets it fly. Hits the net. Washburn recovers. That's blocked at the net. Nice save in the back row by 6, Grace Johnson. Now the Millers with a chance. Far side kill shot, and it's too much for the Orioles as number 13 got a great set. Bryn Winter right here. Here's the set. Number 1, Meg Stenzel made that point happen, and it was just too much for Johnson to handle. Millers up by 2, 4 points from the victory in game number 2. The crowd on the far side, and there's a well-placed shot by St. Louis Park's Chenvert. There she is, number 13. Critical, key play. Or no, it was McMahon, actually. Look at the extension of her, 21-20. And just as number 6, Grace Johnson, was about to serve, the whistle was blown, this time by the near judge. And I'm not sure what the issue was. Maybe there was a loose ball in the court. Nevertheless, there is number 5, Amara Schrader. Deep second row, chance for the Millers though with a good set. They get it, and it worked. Stenzel once again, the number 13, Bryn Winter. And that combination is starting to clock in here for the Millers. They're up by 2. They're 3 from the victory in game 2. Now back Meg Stenzel. Look at her intensity, folks. You think she doesn't want this win? Absolutely. They come in with a 6-15 record. They've lost twice to the Orioles. Sure, they're a little sick of it, and that ball goes long. Was a touch by St. Louis Park. Point to St. Louis Park. 22-21 here, game 2. Look at the crowd. You can see the intensity checking out. Number 7, Bagney checking in. Number 10, Samoy. Back to serve, number 12, Addison Chenvert. Sharp, great set, sails on number 6. McHugh, and we're tied at 22. Little rhyme there. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Again, Addison Chenvert tied at 22, game 2. Blocked at the front. Nice dive by Barnett. Saved by St. Louis Park, but a chance for the Millers with a good set. Blocked at the net by McMahon, and it's in. And that's the shot of the game. What a block by McMahon. Just what the doctor ordered. She timed it, and it just dropped in there and beside the diving Miller, and the crowd loves it, as they should. Park regains the lead. Timeout on the court. Here's the end zone view. Watch McMahon. She is dominating right here. Well timed, and it just drops. Beautiful. Look at that dive. I think it should be sent to ESPN Top 10 Highlights tonight, but I might be biased. All right, timeout. Millers, they're down 1. Murmur in the crowd. Everyone is just catching their collective breath. There's the head coach for St. Louis Park. There's so much enthusiasm on both these teams. 23-22, back to serve. Addison Chenvert, 2 points from closing it out. Millers with a chance. They play defense, and McMahon, 2 in a row at the net. Domination by Jordan McMahon, number 4. And we're at game point right there. My goodness, Chenvert, deep corner with a good set. They got a chance coming back as she went back to number 13, as she should. Bryn Winter, and there is the kill shot from the middle, and the win goes to St. Louis Park. A come from behind win late, ekes it out 25-22, and after 2, they lead 2-0. And stay tuned for a special announcement by the St. Louis Park Volleyball Booster Club. Once again, would like to thank their other sponsors, their platinum level sponsors. They appreciate their support, and here there's the graphic. And those generous organizations include the Twin Cities Orthopedics, Continental Diamond, the Loop Bar and Restaurant in the West End. I've been there. REM 5 Virtual Reality Laboratory. Not sure what that is, but if you do, you should patronize them. And of course, Quantum Graphics are their platinum level sponsors, the St. Louis Park Volleyball Booster Club. Thanks them tremendously. And they are being recognized tonight, and we are in the midst of a great best of 5. Okay, there's going to be an announcement here.
She found out recently that at this time she has listed all treatment options that are approved by the FDA. We are raising funds and awareness to continue to help Sammy fight in her battle. Sammy, we stand with you, by you, and for you. One day, one night, one community, one fight. Oreos fly together.
I think that woman right there is suffering from cancer, and this is the team rallying around her. I didn't hear everything, but obviously a lot of love and support for that woman right there who's been battling cancer, which I thought I heard for 7 years, and a standing ovation. Very scary disease to get, and it is a painful, painful, painful experience to get cancer. I saw my grandmother die from it. And this sort of stuff helps. And chanting, "We love Tammy." This kind of stuff can heal this kind of stuff, I feel, and that's what's happening right here on ParkTV 16. It's really about community. This is why we bring you the games. keeps us all connected in a very positive way, doesn't it? Okay, now back to the action, St. Louis Park, and that was quite a tremendous sentiment, I have to tell you. Okay, she is now gonna talk here.
Medical expenses for potential treatment out of state. We just want to say we love you and we support you, and like I said, Orioles fly together.
I don't know if you could pick that up, but there was another well-wisher that Orioles fly together. And another announcement. And there's going to be a group picture for those that support Tammy. So if you're nearby and you're watching, come on down, wear a pink shirt, get in the picture, join the healing ceremony that just occurred in our presence here. There she is right there. We wish her Godspeed, good health. And how about an Orioles victory, a 3-game straight set sweep here. Would add to the healing, I think. But boy, that was tremendous. What an honor and a privilege to be here for that. All right, now, game 3, 2-0 St. Louis Park. Washburn off to a good start. The freshman Meg Stenzel gets point number 1 with the aid of a net let serve. Yeah, you know, in tennis they always go, hey, you know, I don't get credit for that, but it's the rule, it works. Counts, Millers are up 1-0. I think they're sick of losing to St. Louis Park, and that's the danger. And they have a lot of character, this Miller team. They're very impressive, they're very good. Wow! That was unbelievable, and I have got to share with you the laugh and the smile by number 4 in the back row, Kate Stenzel, even though I think they lost that point, but watch her get this thing right there, bang, and then watch her smile. Oh, we might miss it. She got up and thought that was the most fun thing she'd ever done. Incredible play there by Meg Stenzel. Despite not winning the point, and there is a block. McMahon and Alexander, 2-1 Park. Jeez, what are you gonna do with that talent at the front row? Beautiful smile by Macy, right there. Yeah, no chance. McMahon and Alexander are formidable, to say the least. 3-1, our score, back to serve. There she is, the leading set assist leader by 1,000,000 points. Amara Schrader gets that serve in, up 3-1 in game 3, and that goes long. Nobody touched it. Point to St. Louis Park, they're up 4-1. Boy, after that great sentiment to Tammy, their booster, coach, parent, whatever her role is, it's significant. That, what are you gonna do if you're the Millers? It's hard to beat that, isn't it? Deep now, Stenzel, Kate. There's 2 Stenzels, Megan, Kate. Kate's, they're both freshmen. They must be twins, are they? Yeah, they could be. They do look a lot alike now that I look at it. 1 and 4, Kate and Meg are both freshmen. They're both very good. Volleyball looks good for the future for the Millers with those 2. Now the great kill shot by 13, and Bryn Winter, a senior, she is, yeah, she's great for the Millers as well. Point to the Millers, 5-2. Back to serve, I was just talking about her, Bryn Winter. She really is their best kill shot specialist right there, from what I've seen tonight. Deep shot, played well by number 10, Samoy. Millers, bump, set, kill shot. They got to play defense, and diving and unable to handle it very well. was Houston Samoy. Samoy leads in kill shots, but maybe not on the defensive side. Schrader leads in sets, 434. 6.7 per game, and she leads in service percentage, 951. She is the glue, and there she is with that set, and point will go to the Millers as they now inch back in 5-4 early here in game one. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We're at St. Louis Park, bringing you non-conference volleyball live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. My name is Robert Christensen. The girls of St. Louis Park are in pink to honor a close associate to the program, Tammy, who's been battling cancer. And a great play there by the girls in pink as they open a 2-point lead. Great play there by number 11, that is Fiona Shack. Let's see what she can do here. Look at that block. Quick off the tops of her toes, and now back is number 12, Addison Chenvert, the junior. Serve, defense, and that was a little nonchalant by the half of Sage Berggren, the freshman. And you wonder if the get up and go is starting to wane here for the Millers here. Game 3, they're down 3. Critical part of this match right here. See if they are going to hang in there, and that is a nice answer from number 7 after not playing that previous point very well. She comes right back, and that answers my question. Look at her move right up there, well timed, great set from the near side by the Millers, results in their 5th point, and that gives the serve to that woman right there, Marie Peck, sophomore. Back row, Barnett. Well done by Barnett. That was a serve with some pace on it, and she handled it very well. She was able to take a lot of the energy away and control that shot right back across the net. Oh, wow, Washburn got the point. There must have been a violation I did not perceive, so strike all that, 7-6. And into the net, an unforced error by number 8, Peck. Gives Park a 2-point lead at 8-6. Now checking in, that's Addison Fry. And back to serve is Evelyn Barnett, number 13, and she had some power on that. That ball ends up right in front of our desk there, right there in front. Chenvert back to serve. No, not Chenvert, that is Barnett. There she is. 3-point lead for St. Louis Park, 9-6, game 3, best of 5. And a beautiful set and a kill shot by Berggren keeps the Millers within 2 at 9-7. And now checking into serve for Washburn is number 9. Her name is Kaya Kirkoski, junior. Good serve, bumped by 10, Samoy. Kill shot, blocked. Now at the net, playing defense with 7, Berggren. Now, Samoy with a great kill shot, and what a nice save by Karkoska, but not good enough at the net, unable to time it right, was number 7, Berggren, and the point will go to St. Louis Park, but it's based on that kill shot. That started the point in motion. Great save and a set. Look at that touch by 10, Samoy. Beautiful point by the Orioles there. 3-point lead, going to the soft part. Samoy, she's gonna come back, kill shot. And they give it to St. Louis Park. I think the back judge there didn't know. He gave a tee shot. Let's see what our end zone camera reveals. Look at that, right in your living room. Wow, was that long? That's the coolest shot I've seen tonight, Paul. We see the bench celebrate, and now we got a timeout by the Millers as they find themselves down 5, their largest deficit of game 3. And Park playing well here in game 3. As I was mentioning earlier, they come in with the leading winning record at 13-11, but in the conference, they have really struggled. They're 0-5. They're at the bottom. Chaska's at the top. As we look at Washburn's schedule, they just have 2 matches left after tonight. St. Louis Park, you can see there, October 10th. Then they're gonna go over to the east side, cross the river to St. Paul Como Park, and then, literally, they can take the river to De La Salle. They're located on the island. Look at that nice crowd here. I wish I knew more about the story of Tammy. She may be a teacher here. What is her name? Sammy. Okay, well, I heard Tammy. But my sentiment is the same. I apologize for butchering the name. It's Sammy. Sorry. All right, long by number 7 for the Millers. Gives another point to St. Louis Park, and back there serving is number 6, Grace Johnson. She is a rising star, and now a mistimed kill shot attempt again by Washburn's number 7, Berggren. And now St. Louis Park with their largest lead of game 3, 7. That goes long and does sail long. So point to the Millers. It's 14-8. We're midway through game number 3. St. Louis Park leads the best of 5, 2-0. Now checking in, one of the freshman twins, Kate Stenzel, number 4. She's got a lot of talent. And so does Samoy. She handles that serve well. St. Louis Park plays defense. Opportunity right here for Berggren. She decides to fake it. Now she'll get her back again. This time she lets it fly. Blocked at the net by number 2 for Park. That was Nagorski. Ball still alive. Longest rally of the night. Maybe right here. Blocked at the net, and it goes in. Good shot by number 9 right there for Washburn. Karkowski, Kaya the junior, keeps the Millers within 5. Serve now back again to Kate Stenzel. And into the net it goes. Unforced error, 15-9. Park, 10 points as we watch Macy Alexander check into the front row for number 12, Addison Chenvert. Now back to serve, number 10, Houston Samoy. Nice serve, it dives over that net. Miller's got to play defense, which means an opportunity with a good set here for St. Louis Park. Macy Alexander brings it. Look at Stenzel handle that from the back row, the freshman. And mishitting it on the far side was Bryn Winter. But a well-played point by St. Louis Park. Look at their crowd. Look at the pink support for Sammy. And Samoy gets that one in, much like the first one, and that's a beautiful shot by the Millers. Off the right side of her knuckle or her palm of her hand. And that you can do right here. Was it on purpose? Yeah, it was. Look at, she did do an inside-out shot. I've played enough volleyball to know what that feels like. That was Rose Zarembra. Well done. She saw it out of the corner of her eye, and she let that happen by a turn of the wrist. That's what it looked like to me, and now another point for the Millers, as they're not going away gently into this good night, as they are now down 5, and they're fighting back here. But they've got to really reel off some, because Park is just 9 points, and that ball sails out. He eyed it up, the back judge. I don't know if we can tell better on the replay. Let's see, maybe. Point goes to Park. (17-11), up by 6. 8 from the match sweep here. Good set. Beautiful save in the back row by number 7, Bagney, and the kill shot in the front row, I believe that was by Macy Alexander, results in the 18th point. There she is. Watch this from the end zone camera. Look at McMahon get over her beautiful body movement there, and look at that was an inside out kill shot as well. You can see that bending to the corner. Wow, beautiful extension this time by number 13, Bryn Winter for Washburn. They stay within 6. But Park has just 7 more to go, and it is the witching hour here in October. Halloween on the horizon. Park trying to close this out. Good save. Miller save it. Chance for St. Louis Park with a good bump set and kill shot. Macy Alexander goes to the corner and gets it to go. It was deflected in the front row. Diving with reckless abandon was number 4, Kate Stenzel. But to no avail. Now 19 points for Park. Back to serve Amara Schrader. 6 points from the match. And their 14th win of the year, and that's a nice kill shot from the far side by number 2, Addison Fry, the senior. Well placed, right at that no man's land. You're near the back row. When it's right at shoulder length, that's hard, right? I mean, you can go down for the bump shot, or if it's above your head, but when it's right at your eye level, boy, it's hard to get, you know, your wrists up to hit that. Okay, now back to serve, number 13, Bryn Winter. Chenvert. Near side, kill shot attempt. A little short by number 11, Fiona Shack. Didn't look like there was a lot of height on that set. Probably should have played defense. Miller's within 5, their closest lead in quite some time. And if they're gonna make a hurrah, last stand, it's gotta be now, doesn't it? Oh, McMahon mistimed the set. It was right there. And it falls down, and now a 5-point lead is down to 4, 19-15. Back to serve once again. Bryn Winter, senior. Millers, it's in. Well played by number 7, Bagney, and the point goes to St. Louis Park, and that was a big one, as now they are 5 from the match, with a 5-point lead. There's Samoy checking in, checking out number 7, who played well, Clara Bagnan. Now back to serve, number 12, Addison Chenvert, the junior. They've got her listed as a right, I don't know, OHDSRS. I'm not gonna guess what they all mean. Stenzel! Wow, just getting it over the net. Number 3, Oldham. I haven't called her name. Blocked at the net by Samoy along with McMahon. Park now on defense. Samoy gets it over and places it perfectly in the soft part of the defense, right in the middle. Just like your favorite pastry. Soft in the middle, right here. Samoy, almost by instinct, just gets that down. No one home in the center. Makes it 21-15. 4 points from the sweep. Deep, and it drops in. No doubt about it. Bench on the floor. They can feel it now. 7-point lead. Timeout on the court. Washburn Millers. Look at this end zone angle right there. And the in call was dead on. And the girls in pink can smell blood here in game 3. 1 minute timeout on the court. Here's that replay once again as it drops right in there. Poor judgment on the behalf of number 2, Addison Fry, especially when you're down. It reminds me of baseball or softball when it's a full count. You gotta protect the plate. You can't risk that called 3rd strike. And that was like a called 3rd strike. They're down 2-0. You gotta go after that ball, don't you? All right, now 22-15. St. Louis Park. Chenvert back to serve. She's 3 from the victory with the entire team. And the kill shot is out. No, wait a minute. So I think when the back judge does this team thing, that means they can't tell. Let's see here. Boy, I thought it was out. Let's see. Oh yeah, like not even close. They gave that to the Millers, a gift. And oh, and that ball's in. And Samoy can't believe it. And the Millers are still alive. They are on life support. Serve from the back row, and that goes long. 23-17, the Millers. That was like their last gasp. They gotta get the points. They really can't afford anymore. They're 2 points from getting swept. That ball's gonna go long. She plays it this time. She had to. And it may have been in. Well decided. They've got defense. Chance for the Orioles. Right here, Samoy. Nice save by the Millers. Kill shot and well executed. Boy, look at that shot. Look at the joy there. And this was amazing, folks, right there. Look how far this ball came, all the way to the near side, then the set all the way to the far side, and the kill shot to the near side, well placed, perfectly done by the Millers as they pull within 5. Hanging in there in an unforced error by the Millers. They can't afford those kind of errors at this juncture. And it's just like that. It's match point. And in to serve. The crowd is on their feet. Boy, this honoring of Sammy is big. You can feel it. And it's so great to see. Match point for the sweep. Deep. Chenvert. Chance for the Millers. Now a chance. Some more to the near side. Some more. Out. Millers remain alive. Down 5 as they stave off match point number 1. Here is the replay. Some more, and it just goes long. But look at the trajectory. Now back to serve. Stanfield, listen to this crowd. It's the most excitement I've seen. Off the ceiling, still alive. Samoy blocked at the net. Samara, and point to the Millers. I think that might have been a double hit or some other infraction. Didn't look right. The Millers have a good crowd here on hand themselves. They didn't have to travel far. And they can sense a comeback. Match point number 4. Off the net, diving, point to the Millers. Amazing. 24-21, match point number 5. Stenfield, back to serve. Barnett, Samora, Samoy, back row. Chance for the Millers with a good set. Kill shot, blocked at the front. Point for the Millers. Here they come. They're now down 2. Timeout. St. Louis Park. Head coach not having any of this. She's gonna calm them down. They literally are just 1 point. One mistake by the Millers and it's over. There she is. Not a lot to say. Good for her. Just a quick timeout. Don't need to talk a lot. I like that style. It's more about the timeout. The Millers, look at the smiles there. Time of their lives, folks, even if they lose. Look at McMahon there, huh? Look at the passion, the intensity, the competition. Pure joy on display here at ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us enjoying it. Here we are, match point number 6. Back to serve off the net, my goodness. All right, I'll say it. Those are cheap points, but they're points all the same. I don't make the rules. 24-23. Crowd on their feet. Match point off the ceiling. Samora, back row. Chance for the Millers with a good set. The dink shot. Dive, point. We're tied at 24. From the depths of defeat, the Millers can now take the lead with this rally on the hand of number 4. Kate Stenzel has brought them back. Chance for the Orioles here to put the kibosh on it. Off the net. Point Park, Washburn begging for the point. They're not gonna get it. Park gets 25, but you got to win by 2. What do you think here on the replay? You judge at home. Right here, out of bounds. Here we are, game point, match point. Number 8, this time Park was serving. Near side, Macy Alexander into the net, and we're tied at 25. You gotta win by 2. Miller's trying to hang in there, and they are feeling it. You can see it in the pep in their step right there, checking in. Number 12, Hannah Jones, back to serve. Number 2, Addison Fry. We're tied at 25. Alexander, deep row. Chance for the Millers with a good set. Good kill shot, it's long. And the back judge was looking at it. He saw the importance of it. He made the right call, and that ball sailed. And now match point, gosh, number 9. Back row, serve, set, chance. Berggren. Oh, trouble. Macy Alexander, now McMahon will play defense. That means a chance for the Millers. What are we doing here? The referee is pointing at the ceiling. Fans in the St. Louis Park audience are booing that call. She's laughing. I don't know. I thought if you hit the I-beam, or there is a low I-beam right at the net, extended down, you can see it just there. And now we're tied at 26. That referee, oh my goodness, that ball's in. Saved by Park. Samara, now the back row. Well done by St. Louis Park. Here come the Millers now with a good set, block, kill shot. And you know what? Now we have game point for the Millers. Their first of the night. They have come back from the abyss. Meg Stenzel. Game point. Ouch! Wow. There is number 5. Amara Schrader. Look at this crowd. This might be the most exciting match I've seen. Wow, what a save in the back row by number 7, Bagney. That could be the match right there. That was a beautiful shot. Ball still alive. Now Millers, far side. Berggren off the St. Louis Park back end. And we've got game point again for the Millers, their second of the night. And back to serve, number 13 for the Millers. Bryn Winter to try to push this best of 5 to game 4. There she is from our end zone camera. Look at the crowd. Played well by Bagney. And the point going to the Orioles. We're tied again at 28. We are in overtime in game 3. One of the most exciting, dramatic field volleyball matches I've ever seen. Back to serve. Tied at 28 is number 12. Addison Chenvert gets it in. Number 7, Berggren. Now the Millers, and a miscommunication. Number 12 for the Millers. Hannah Jones is backing up, and now match point. What, number 11? I've lost track, but it's somewhere. Will 11 be the charm for the Orioles? Ball in, and it is! In overtime in game 3, they eke it out here on booster night. In honor of Sammy, they sweep Minneapolis Washburn, but they are to be congratulated as they played a valiant, character-filled match as they came back in game 3, but fell just short, 30-28. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production here at ParkTV 16, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Park wins. Park wins. Have a good night.